Welcome to the June company video update. Hope everyone's doing fine. Hope everyone's looking forward to a great summer. A little chance to get out, and hopefully we get a lot bigger chance to get out and be with our friends and family and experience the great big world out there. I want to give you a little update on how things are going here at WILLMA Electric. Things are going relatively well. With regards to the COVID-19 pandemic, the WILLMA Electric update would be first off, safety. I would want to make sure everyone feels safe at work. So as you're going about your daily life, if there's anything that gives you pause or that you're worried about safety in the physical environment that you're in, please let us know. Let us know what we can do to get you disinfectant or anything that you think you need to help make your workplace safe. The best way for us to monitor that is to get feedback from people. So we're looking for your feedback. So talk with your supervisor or the general superintendents or someone from HR, and we'll try to make sure that we're providing you with a safe work environment, even if that means going to talk to the owner or a general contractor. Other news in this department would be Goodyear. Next week we're going to start up again. Not full speed yet, but we do have a handful or more people going back in to start working on the project work, and that's good news. We're back at Genio, and next week we should be back full strength at Genio as they ramped things back up there. So our job sites that were paused or stopped for a while are now starting to gear back up, and that helps us here at WILLMA Electric. Our contracts have continued to go on, and as many as you know, as you continue to come to work every day, things are going there in a relatively normal fashion. So WILLMA Electric continues to maintain the same business levels. We've been able to add a lot of people here lately, had a lot of new hires, and we are up a total of 11 people since this started on our payroll, which is great news for all of us. Our backlog is at a record high. We're over $40 million there. We're still looking for some more work, particularly in Minnesota and in Oklahoma for this fall and upcoming winter. But we got good work ahead for all of us in all of our region. So another news story for us is we're coming up on Thursday will be the anniversary of our last injury, our last recordable injury. It's important to note we're going to try to find a way to celebrate and acknowledge that day. Once it happens, we're very confident that we're going to make it the rest of this week without any first reports. We think we're going to make it forever without any first reports, and we want to celebrate that milestone. More information of that to come in the upcoming month. Another change is the PTO bonus time. People have made their election. If you haven't made that election yet, someone's going to be in touch with you to find out what you want to do. One change that we're now going to make to the PTO is we are going to expand the cap to 160 hours. So we are removing, or at least lifting, the cap to 160 hours of accrued time. So for those of you who are on 4 weeks vacation, that's the way it's always been. For those who might be accruing 2 weeks or 3 weeks vacation, you're going to still accrue at the same rate, but the cap will now be 160 days. So you can save up your time until you get to that point. It gives a little more flexibility to people to bank more time with their PTO. Lastly, a new program that we're going to try to start here at WILLMA Electric is an inconsistency form. We're trying to eliminate any inconsistencies people see across the board, and we will be shortly putting into Procore a form that we call the inconsistencies form, which will give you a chance to, when you see things done differently on one project versus another, or within one region versus another, for you to write that inconsistency up so at WILLMA Electric we can standardize to be as thrifty as possible as we go about our business. Having multiple ways of doing things is not thrifty, and we want to find ways and economies that we can treat people fairly while at the same time making sure we have even standards. So look for more information on an inconsistency form in the near future. What we'll do with that form is we'll come on in here and then go through the necessary channels to find out who's doing it inconsistently so we can reconcile the difference. The rest of this update will include updates from MISTY on our DOCUSIGN program, and we'll get an update from Trista on the regular monthly employee news. So thank you again for all you do to help keep WILLMA Electric a safe and productive company of people making a difference for people. Thank you.
Hello. I wanted to thank everyone for returning their COVID-19 exposure and return to work guidelines. The read and sign email was sent out via DOCUSIGN over the last few days. We appreciate your quick response to reading the document and signing and sending back. In the future, at WILLMA Electric, you will see other communication that needs to reach all employees sent out via DOCUSIGN. It'll have a document for you to read and sign off on. This will go to your email address that your paychecks go to. A text will come out to let you know that the document is in your email, and then you'll have a few days to read it and sign it and send it back. Once again, we appreciate everyone for promptly returning the document.
I'm Dave Chapin, and I'm here to introduce you to a new guy to the team. I will let Dan say his name. Dan, why don't you tell us your name, where you grew up, anything else?
Okay. I'm Dan Steward. I'm originally from Bennett, Nebraska, and I've lived in Lincoln most of my adult life.
Okay, so Bennett, Nebraska is just down the street from Lincoln. How far would you say Bennett is from
It's
here?
about 10 miles from the edge of Lincoln, southeast of Lincoln.
Nice rural town. Lincoln keeps growing more and more that way. I live closer to Bennett than I do here. How big a town is Bennett?
I think the population is about, I don't know, about 500. Yeah.
A town of 500.
Maybe a little more now.
What's the best thing about growing up in a town of 500 people?
You know everybody.
That's the best. What's the worst thing about growing up in a town of 500
You know
people?
everybody.
All right. Did you have a lot of brothers and sisters growing up, or?
I am the youngest of 5.
Okay.
And, so my brothers and sisters all say I'm spoiled.
So
They were all gone while I was still.
all right. So here at WILLMA Electric, you're a drafter. What does that mean?
That means I get to create the drawings and stuff that the contractors get to build from, and the bid documents and those types of things that they would bid the projects from also.
Did you ever have you must have worked at something before you were a drafter, odd jobs? Do you have any interesting odd jobs in your past?
When I was young, I worked at gun clubs setting traps.
Okay.
That's an odd job. Being from a rural community, I worked with many farmers when I was growing up, doing bales and doing that kind of stuff.
All right. What about hobbies? Do you have any hobbies?
Hobbies. I love to hunt and fish. At times, I don't know, maybe you saw yesterday I was eating fish for lunch. That was fish that I caught myself.
Okay, what kind of fish?
I was eating trout, and I had some crappie there also that I had caught.
So where do you, how far away from Lincoln, Nebraska do you go to fish, or do you stick around for
I
that?
try to stay pretty local. There's a lot of lakes and stuff around the city, outside the outskirts of town.
I am David Chapin, and I'm here to introduce you to the latest intern in the long line of successful interns here in Lincoln, Nebraska. I will let him tell you his own name.
Hello, I'm Edward Davidson. I'm from St. Louis, raised in Omaha.
All right, you're from St. Louis. How long have you been here in Omaha, Lincoln?
We moved to Omaha when I was in kindergarten, so about like 6 years old.
Okay, so you lived in St. Louis for the first 5 years of your life. You know what hot is then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you still have family down in St. Louis?
Yeah, there's not every person in the family still lives in St. Louis.
Okay.
Other
How
than my family.
do you go back and visit them?
Yeah, every holiday we go back and visit. So.
Are you a Cardinals fan?
Yes, I am a Cardinals fan.
Are you a baseball fan?
Yeah.
What about football? Are you a football fan? Or?
I was a Rams fan until they moved.
Alrighty, so you're a Cardinals fan. Does that make you like Dave Engel, or are you better than that?
It's alright. I'm better.
You're better than that?
Yeah.
Okay, better than Justin too.
Yeah.
He's a Cardinal fan too, so we want to make that clear. What other? Okay, another one thing that's interesting I find about you. Your name is Edward William Davidson III. That's what showed up on the application. That is a regal name.
Yeah.
You're not part of a monarchy of any kind.
Nope. No
Your parents
monarchies.
just really wanted to give you a nice name. When you're the third. That means me to believe your dad and grandpa had the same name as you.
Yep.
And growing up, what's it like to grow up when your dad has the same name? Is that putting pressure on you, or?
No, it's all right. Everyone just gets our names mixed up
Okay.
once in a while, but my dad usually gets referred as Ed, and I'm Edward.
All right, you've been here now for 3 days. You like anything about us yet?
Yeah, I enjoy everything so far. Learning everything. Yesterday I went out to most of the job sites and looked at everything, so it was good to see what you guys are working on and everything. So it was really cool.
Okay. Did you know anyone who worked here before you came?
I did not actually know anybody, but coming in, one of my best friends from grade school is cousins with Lee. So
Everybody's cousins with Lee.
I know.
Newsflash.
But yeah, coming in, that was the only person I really somewhat knew.
Okay. Well, that's a good guy. He's a friendly face to have but otherwise you walked into a building full of strangers.
Yep.
You've been nice to you so far. Thank you very much. It's glad to have you here. I call you ED3, so do a bunch of the other people. I don't know if that nickname's going to stick or not, but you need a nickname, but we want to make it non-derogatory. So.
Yeah, gotcha.
Hello. So today we're here to talk about the new hires that we had in May and the anniversaries that we have coming up here in June. Both very exciting, and it's a very busy couple of months for us with hiring and anniversaries throughout the whole time that we are here at Wilmer Electric. So let's start with the new hires in May, and we'll start with Nebraska. In Nebraska, we had 4 new hires. We had David NEELS and Dan Steward, who is a new drafter for us, and they both started on May 18th. And then also in Nebraska, we had Isaac Johnson, who is an apprentice, and we had Edward Davidson, who is the project engineer intern, and they both started on May 26th. In Minnesota, there were 5 new hires, and we had Nate ERICKSON and Tim Savage and JASE WITUCKI, and they all started on May 18th, and they were apprentices. And then we had Ben SCHUMANN, who started on the 18th as well, and he is a project engineer intern up in Minnesota, as well as Olivia CORNEIL, who is an electrical engineer intern, and she is also based out of the Minnesota office. Now let's go to our anniversaries for the month of June. Very exciting. We have lots and lots of anniversaries. So I'm trying not to go fast through these so you can hear them and appreciate the work that individuals have done over the last year to gain their anniversary date. So let's start in Oklahoma. So we have Greg Fletcher, who on June 30th will be here 23 years. We have Drew Jans, who on the 6th of June will be here 13 years. And we have Jose Becerril, who on the 8th of June will be here 11 years. And then we'll go to Nebraska, and we have Paul Latimer, who on the 17th of June will have been here 18 years. RICARDO Ramos on the 1st of June will have been here 10 years. RIXSTINE on the 7th of June will have been here 10 years. Jason Church on the 3rd of June will be 7 years. And Tyler Bordeaux on the 13th of June will be here 1 year. And then in Minnesota, we have our anniversaries, and we have Jared Johnson on the 1st of June will have been here 13 years. We have Steve Gardner and Ryan Storms, who both on the 16th of June will be here 12 years. And we have Corey Barber on the 16th of June as well, and he will be here 6 years. John Herman on the 9th of June, and he is 5 years. Brandon Nelson on the 8th will be here 3 years, and Tyler Dobmeyer on the 12th will be here 3 years. So thanks for all the work that you've done here at Wilmer Electric in the past year and gaining on your anniversary date for that. I also ask that if I missed anybody, please feel free to let me know. I don't mean to leave anybody out. I was going to talk about one more thing with you, and it is a benefit that we have here at Wilmer Electric, and I'm not sure how many people take full advantage of this benefit, and it is the referral program. And if you have received portions of the referral program, that it is a great benefit to you as well as to the employees. We do have, if if you refer somebody here to Wilmer Electric and they are a journeyman, you receive $800 as a referral, and they receive $500 as a referral if they remain employed with us for at least 90 days. So you get 800 and they get 500. Both still need to be employed with us after 90 days. Also, if you refer a second to a fourth-year apprentice, you can receive up to $400 for that referral, and then the referred apprentice can receive up to $200 for that referral. Again, you need to be here 90 days, and after that 90 days, the referral bonus is then paid out if you're both still employed. And then also if you refer a laborer or level 1 apprentice, it's $100 for you who referred that person, and it's $100 to the referred employee as well after the 90-day probationary period and they've are still here. Now, just along with that, just to make sure you understand how that works, if you refer somebody, please make sure that they put their name on the application as somebody that they know who works here at Wilmer Electric, and we will be able to follow up on that. So for those of you who have participated in this referral program, thank you. It's been great. And I know that there are plenty of people out there who have had that. We look for more referrals as well coming in the future, as referrals are usually the best place where we can get employees from, because nobody wants to refer somebody who is not going to work out. If you have questions in regards to the referral program, please feel free to contact me for that. Otherwise, thanks for all the work that you do. We appreciate it, and we look forward to talking with you in another month.